Now we've got preparer penalties for unethical behavior. Again, it'd be nice to memorize these, have these down. Taxpayer penalties for unethical behavior. These are going to be imposed to ensure that taxpayers and tax preparers follow proper procedures and maintain integrity in the tax system. We've got various penalties applied for different types of misconduct or noncompliance. Now, this one you want to take note. This is $50 penalty per occurrence. So this could happen multiple times in one tax return. The penalty can be applied for each instance of the following: failure to provide a copy of the tax return to the taxpayer, failure to sign the return as the preparer. So if you're doing two returns for someone, maybe you're doing a business return and a personal return, this would be, if you do each of these twice, for each of these points, it'd be $50 and then times 2 for each of the types of returns you're doing. So you see how this could rack up pretty quickly. Failure to furnish the tax identification number on the return, failure to properly retain records for the required 3-year period, and failure to file the correct information returns. We've got next a $540 penalty. This can be levied against tax preparers who engage in the negotiation or endorsement of a client's refund check without proper authorization. We saw earlier the treatment of the client's refund check and what you can and cannot do with that. We are now seeing the penalty for that. If you breach those rules, it's a $540 penalty. Next, we've got failure to be diligent in determining a client's eligibility for the earned income tax credit. Now, you might be saying, why is there a specific penalty for the earned income tax credit? Well, just more susceptible to fraud. It's more serious, more eligible for more people. So we see there's a specific penalty for not being diligent in determining this. Tax preparers who do not exercise due diligence here are going to face penalties. Not really concerned about the number amount there, just got to know that there's a penalty. Aiding and abetting in the understatement of a tax liability. Now, if you knowingly, as a tax preparer, assist a taxpayer in understating their tax liability, the preparer may be penalized. Penalties are going to be $1,000 for individuals and $10,000 for corporations. Lastly here, we've got wrongful disclosures. Disclosing taxpayer information without proper authorization can result in a penalty of $250. We do have some exceptions, some of which would be if the court orders you to disclose taxpayer information. Can't really argue with the courts there. Just follow, get a subpoena, follow the rules. Sharing information for state and local tax return preparation, quality and peer review processes, and consent from the client for other specific reasons. Obviously, if the client says go for it, you can go for it. That's pretty much the main concern. Couple penalties. Make sure you're familiar with these so you will do well on the exam. Hey there. Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material. We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.